guys, and welcome back to the, yep, you said it first, the Death by Thrifting channel. My name is Colin, otherwise known as Death by Thrifting. Recently I've been getting a lot of questions along the lines of, what is your allergy care routine? And today I'm going to show you. So this is loratadine 10 milligram tablets, and I take these once daily every day. And I follow that with my Kirkland brand knockoff Flonase spray. And I do this twice in each nostril. In this combination, I'm able to actually breathe. Today I'm going to a Goodwill that is out in the middle of the boonies. Despite the fact that my allergies are so bad, now that you guys know what I'm taking for my allergy meds, and that answers everything there, I will talk about what I'm wearing today. As you can see, I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt. It's a black t-shirt. Here it is. And I'm wearing a plaid shirt over top. And notice how I'm saying plaid shirt and not flannel, because every time I call a shirt like this a flannel, I get clocked and I get canceled because people tell me that this is not a flannel because it's not thick. It's just shirt. So I'm wearing this plaid shirt that is very, very long. Dear Christ. I like longer stuff. But to make this look better, I have rolled up the sleeves, and that balances it out. Or maybe I'm just telling myself that. For my pants, I'm wearing these Army cargo pants. And I got these at a vintage shop that was a bit of a surplus, Army surplus store, except it was also like a vintage shop. These pants are probably the best purchase I've ever made. I actually get use out of them, which I'm trying to be better about wearing the things I buy, and I'm trying to actually get use out of everything that I pour money into and be simpler about my wardrobe. And you really only need one pair of true cargo pants, and why not wear authentic ones that look great, are flattering, and are well made. These have a little built-in little adjustable straps here on the side. You got some pockets with some flaps over top, some side pockets. I like the little butt piece right there. I'm not ever getting rid of these. They fit me like a glove. Unlike all my other pants that have something slightly wrong with them, these actually fit exactly how I want them to. And I actually got this belt the other day thrifting. I didn't film it, but I got this kind of heavy-duty leather belt that has the double hole action, double hole action. And I'm honestly probably gonna wear a beanie because my hair is so long and my roots are grown out and it looks like I'm balding. So let's go thrifting. But first, let's talk media. If you don't know, on this channel I talk about everything that I'm consuming, from books to TV and movies to television, because that's all I do with my short time on this earth. Is I listen to music and I watch movies and I pretend to read books and I'm trying to watch more TV, and that's all I know. I listened to an album that I fell in love with that I can't believe I haven't listened to it yet, by the one, the only, the sexy Mac DeMarco. Being the fan that I am of his, it's insane that I had yet to listen to his first record, called Rock and Roll Nightclub. I'd never listened to it, but it is so good. There's so many good songs off this record. Title track, Rock and Roll Nightclub, She's All I Really Need, Me and John Hanging On, I Love, I'm a Man, and I think my favorite song, which is kind of risen to the top of my favorite Mac DeMarco songs of all time, Only You, is so good. And let's talk movies. So a fantastic movie that I watched recently was The Substance. I don't want to spoil too much about this movie because I truly believe you just need to go out there and see it with no understanding of it, because that's how I went into it, and I had a ball. It's kind of like a whole homage to body horror, like David Cronenberg. It is insanely gory and campy and over the top. I highly recommend going to see it in theaters, especially because it's October now. Then I rewatched one of my favorite horror films of all time called Funny Games. And this film is about a husband, wife, and their son who go on a vacation together, and their home is broken into by two young men. And when I tell you that this is the most dark, deeply disturbing, bleak, upsetting, violent film I have ever seen. If you are a huge horror fan, please, you need to see this movie. You need to see this movie. But please, do not watch this if you don't like scary movies, because this will scar your brain. This will be seared into your brain for the rest of your life. I think of my life in terms of pre-Funny Games and post-Funny Games. Otherwise, I rewatched Challengers. It's held up as being a 5-star movie to me. Who am I? Jesus? And I headed off to a Goodwill that is an hour outside of the city, or at least an hour from where I live. And I'm only going to this one because someone recommended it to me on Instagram. So thank you, shout out. Honestly, there's nothing more exhilarating to me than going to a new thrift store I haven't been to before, especially considering the fact that the ones I go to, I've been going to for 4+ years now. So I was quite literally wagging my tail, so excited. The first stop today was sweaters. It's fall, y'all. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for any good quality knits and sweaters that I can find. And there were a few. I found that Red Gap one and this Land's End one. And even a red cardigan. Okay. And apparently, the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. And I proceeded to peruse the rest of the men's section, and I found a big stash full of these old Brooks Brothers dress shirts, and I'm a sucker for a good quality dress shirt. And it's not that these aren't common, but the fact that there's multiples of them in different patterns and colors, I was really drawn to. And as the colder temps are rolling around here, I am noticing myself gravitating to different pieces, which I love. I find myself gravitating towards blazers more, especially these types of vintage, higher quality blazers that are maybe a tweed, maybe a wool style blazer with these like ornate buttons. I fucking love that stuff. I think I love them because they're so sophisticated and old fashioned, and also because when I wear them, I feel like I can almost exist as a like Tim Burton character. And tell me why, out of nowhere in the jackets, I spot this suede bomber jacket. You want to know what was on the price tag? $20. And I went to the homeware section, which I'm finding as I get older, this is becoming my favorite place to be. I found this fog machine fluid, a lot of trinkets, and I spotted these espresso cups, which I'm now heavily regretting not getting. I've been looking for some like that. And I went to the silver section and spotted this nice heavy metal vase. Maybe was an urn. Maybe. Then I went to try everything on. At this point, I was fucking blacking out. I forgot to pack a snack with me. I was an hour away from home. I was like on the verge of fainting. It was bad. It was really bad. But I did try on all those blazers that I picked out. This one came with a tissue included, and I also tried on that bomber, which fit like a glove. And honestly, I narrowed down my selection so much. That's what I walked away with. And that's everything that I put back. Thrifting is like fishing. You can catch as much as you want, but if you don't need it, you gotta be able to throw it back in the water. So here's what I got. Here's blazer number 1. It's this, it doesn't look like it on camera, but it's like a dark green, 100% wool, herringbone blazer with these leather buttons. Blazers are in overabundance at thrift stores, and that being known, I used to overbuy the shit out of them. And there's ill-fitting in a good way, but I was buying ones that were ill-fitting in a bad way, and know the difference. For me, ill-fitting in a bad way means like the shoulders are coming off like way too much, maybe it's too wide for me. And now when I'm looking for a quote-unquote oversized blazer, I'm looking for one that maybe the sleeves go past my wrist and it's a taller fit. Oh yeah, by the way, this is one of the dress shirts I got. It's a plain white one. And I got the tissue. And here's that cardigan I got. It is a kind of maroon, 100% acrylic cardigan. And I was drawn to it because it seems to be similar to the more traditional style of cardigans of like the 60s. But really, the real reason I got it is I don't have a red cardigan. That's why I got it. No matter how hard I fucking try, I always just style a cardigan in like a grunge kind of way. So I just wore my cargo pants, my army boots, and I did throw on a Carhartt jacket over top. What's so wrong with that? Alright, blazer number 2. This one is plaid, and it is a deep red color. Apparently made in Korea. I don't believe that. But anyway, I paired it with this Gap sweater that I found, which I was drawn to because of the size. Just like everyone else, I love an oversized sweater. This one hits right above the thigh, right above. It is near perfect example of how I want a sweater to fit me. If you're starting out with blazers, don't know where to start, copy this. Just sweater, blazer, some patent leather dress shoes. You cannot fail. And here's another one of those Brooks Brothers dress shirts that I purchased. Blue striped dress shirt, classic. Probably everyone should own one. Probably just about almost everyone. I already owned one. This one is way better than the last one I owned in so many ways. And I styled it in a annoying way. I put a zip up over top that I got in the last video, a military zip up, and I paired it with these gray wool dress pants and my Dr. Martens. But enough dilly-dally. Let's talk about the real star of the show here. This genuine suede bomber jacket. Look at it. Just fucking look at it. This is one of those things where I feel lucky to have even found it. It's rare to find vintage pieces of this quality to just be sitting in a Goodwill. It's extremely rare in 2024, especially at $20. And does it smell like a baseball glove covered in cat piss? Yeah, it does. It most certainly does. And this is why I highly recommend going to thrifts in the middle of nowhere, because you're still able to find stuff like this. I normally wear my jackets bigger, but this fits how a normal jacket should fit, and that's something I'm trying out, or at least I'm open to. And here's that vase that I got. Fun story, when I picked this up, a Goodwill employee tapped me on the shoulder and told me that she's found urns that have been donated before with remains in them. Hope this wasn't one of them. See you in the next one, I hope. Alright, bye.